We're here this morning, and this is the newest car that I just finished about a month ago, and I'm working out the bugs in it, tweaking little things, but it's a replica of a 61 GTO Ferrari. We took a 75 280Z and chopped it up, took the front end off of it, chopped the back fenders up, and made a fiberglass kit for it to make it look like a 61 GTO. The only thing that's a Z on the outside is the cowl right here, the roof, and the hatch. The rest of the car is all fiberglass. The back end is in 6 pieces, and we had to put the 6 pieces together and put them on the back of the car. One piece is this whole tail section. Each fender is a piece, and then there's pieces underneath that we had to mold all together to make the back end. Then the door skins are fiberglass. And what we did here, the metal door is behind this fiberglass, but we cut the metal handle out and moved it out onto the glass. So this is a 280Z handle on the door, and that worked out well. Then moving forward, the front end is 8 pieces, and this is one piece here, this is a piece here, a piece across the front, pieces underneath, pieces under the bottom, and then just a lot of putting it together. You put the front end together and then you slide it on. It was a little tricky, but it worked out very well. And the way I built these body panels was a friend of mine had the body panels, and we took the body panels, and I had a guy that I know make molds for me, or bucks. So we made fiberglass molds, then I made the body panels, then we put them on the car. It was a long trip, but it turned out okay. I'm very pleased with the way it went together. A lot of things that were difficult to do in the glass work, putting the headlights in, the turn signals, the fog lights, and all that, but we managed to get them in. I also put a 350 crate motor in it with a T10 4-speed. Simple to do. It seems like the Datsun, it just dropped in because the motor mount, where it's originally at, you just take a piece of metal and cut it, a channel, put it in there, and it fits right in. And what makes it nice, a lot of people, this car is not built to race, it's built to drive. The motor sits a little further forward than most of them, but you can still run the stock fan on it with a stock radiator, but you can get to the bell housing bolts, which makes it real easy if you have to do any work back here. This one took about, because I was building the Thunderbird and this other car for Janice, this took from start to finish about a year and a few months. If I could just work on this and do one, I could build one in 3 months, no problem. You know, very simple, not hard to do. We used the Datsun interior in it. And Emil, if you want to open the door. And used the Datsun seats and the Datsun console. Then I put toggle switches in the middle to operate different things, but also built the dash. And what we did here, we took the Datsun dash itself and just stripped it completely down. And then I got a Saturn bezel and set it on here and kept cutting it down to the height that I wanted. Then I put the Stewart Warner gauges in it. Then I had my buddy Charlie Ackerman cover it with the fake leather. It almost looks real. We put new carpet in it, and these are the same original seats, and I painted them with the Duplicolor for vinyl. The door panels I painted, and when
This car had a brown interior, didn't it?
Yes, it was brown. I haven't figured out yet how to get the headliner out where I can paint it. I gotta find somebody that can show me how to get the headliner out. It's probably nothing to it, but I don't know how to do it. So we left the air conditioning ducts in it and the air conditioning system where that I can put air conditioning in it. That you pushed in to open the trunk, and there was no hook here that you could pick it up with, the hatch. And this is off of a Volkswagen Beetle. You can pick it up and pick it up. It fits pretty good right where the original one went, and it latches down.
Very nice.
All right, this is a body panel. This was the first body panel that I tried to build, and I screwed it up in a lot of places. So it was an experiment, it worked, now I know how to do it. A friend of mine, Brent, he brought it a complete body kit over, and it was just like this, a body panel. So what we did was make body molds off of the body panel. And the way you do it, you put gel coat on here. You either paint it on, spray it on, I sprayed it on. Then you start laying fiberglass on the top of it. And I put 5, 6 layers of fiberglass on each body panel, which makes it almost 1/4 of an inch thick, just shy of that. And they come out really sturdy. They're not flimsy, they're very sturdy body parts. So you take it off of the body panel. Now you got what's called a mold, or it's also called, terminology, it's called a buck. And the buck is this piece here. And this is the hood for the car. And this is the gel coat that went on the top of the body panel. And then the fiberglass is laid on the other side of the gel coat. And that's what makes the part. And then what you do is you lay down a coat of, once you get the buck or the mold build, you lay down a coat of gel coat, the white. This is called tooling gel coat here, and the other is whatever, I don't know. You lay the white gel coat down, then you start laying layers of fiberglass. And like I said earlier, you get 5 layers, 6 layers, and you got a thick piece. I mean, this thing here is almost indestructible. So you get it, then you let it dry, you come in with a piece of wood, you drive it under here, and this being a hood, very simple to get it out, it just pops right out because it's flat, nothing's holding it in. This is the tail section, and this is the mold or buck, and it's got where the tag goes, all these lines, and again, this one's very simple to get out. You just pop the panel right out of it. Now you get to this is the front fender. And same deal, it is a bear to get out. It takes an hour or so, but I'm figuring out how to do it. This is the first time I've ever done this, so I think next time it'll be a little easier, but this thing seemed like forever to get it out. So that's the front fender.
There's a rear fender there.
Yes.
That's all the car right there.
That's the car. And this is the headlight, where the headlight goes. This one took me days to get it off because it's got all these little intricate parts in it that snag it, hang it up, and all that. And the only place that you got to get to it is through this hole. And it is a bear because you have to leave this in for the headlight, because when you have the headlight bucket in here, you got to have something to attach it to on the other side. So this was a bit, same thing with the turn signals and the fog lights. But it was a bear to get this thing apart. But I managed to do it without tearing anything up. The back fender, remember this is the body panel. It's a bear to get off too because of this piece right here. It catches on the lips and all that. So the mold or buck goes down in here, and then you put the gel coat on, then you start laying fiberglass by hand. So it was kind of a pain in the neck too. But it all worked out. Next time, it'll be simple. It's like anything that you do, the more you do it, the easier it gets. So this will be easy. I hope I'll build about 30 more of them. No, I'm kidding. This paint job, Emil. I did this myself.
I love this paint job.
And it's a single stage urethane paint, and it's a Kia color. It's a bright, Kia. It's a bright red, and I wanted the car really to be red. Well, it's red.
I'd say.
Okay.
Wow, Kia.
Kia.